What is happening? Welcome to another pitcher video breakdown. My name is Nick Pollack, and today we're going to talk about Aaron Ashby. You might not know who he is. He's only had 2 games this year as a Brewer, but he is a lefty that has, I kind of just want to show you, and you'll understand why we're going to be talking about him today. He went through the minors, had 3 starts, 1 of 3 innings and 3.2 innings of 9 strikeouts. 1 of 3 innings and 6 strikeouts, and then 6 innings of 11 strikeouts that led to this moment yesterday. Sadly, it was a rain delay that knocked him out of the game. But if he starts for the Brewers, well, I think this guy's pretty dang exciting. Let's take a look at it. So here he is, his first batter, and he throws 95. Okay, cool. So he throws a 95-mile-per-hour fastball. All right, not the best commanded pitch. First real pitch as a starter in the majors. Understood. But what does he do? He throws a secondary pitch. That's his changeup for a strike right away. And normally what you see from MLB debuts, as I've talked about before with Reed Detmers, is you see fastball. Just establish your fastball. We're not going to see that today. We're going to see a lot of secondary pitches for strikes. Look at that one. Beautiful. 1-1 pitch now. And that's oh my God, 91. 91. I want to say that's a cutter. It's a bad camera angle, so you can't really tell. Could even be that changeup at 91. It's not his sinker. His sinker comes in at 96, 97. That's filthy. There's no way that Bodie is expecting this thing. The dip at the end, the inside the zone, on essentially what can be treated like an MLB debut. It's not. It's a second game, but the first one we don't really talk about. Ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That's his 3rd pitch. In the zone. So now he throws a slider and he gets too high up, and this is supposed to be down and in here. Because it's up like this, it's actually pretty easy for Bodie just to throw his bat out at it. He's already way ahead, seeing the 91 and the 95 and stuff. So that wasn't a good one. It's supposed to be lower. But now that he went down inside, he can do a changeup away at 88. Oh my God. He just destroyed this guy. Look, 95 to start. And then a changeup for a strike that Bodie was like, what? Really? Okay, fine. He's going to throw the fastball. No, 91 looked like a cutter that was just filthy. A slider inside, followed by this changeup away. Like, this is not at all what Bodie's expecting. He's expecting, where's that heater? Perfect placement. Down and away. Absolute filth. And I remember watching this and thinking, like, he's 5 pitches in, and I'm in love. Who is this guy? Aaron Ashby. Oh my God. Okay. First pitch. That's another changeup for a strike. It's free real estate. Doesn't have to be a curveball or a slider. Just not a fastball. First pitch strikes. Oh, I'm all for it. And there's 96. That's 96 with sink. And after throwing that changeup, he's hoping for a fastball, but doesn't realize how much sink this has. This is 96. He's thinking a heater's coming. And look at this. Out of the hand. If it drops, you're thinking it's here. But watch this tumble. Oh my God. A 96. This is a 96. No wonder he grounds out. This is crazy. And sure, I understand, the Cubs do not have a good lineup. Like, I'm not going to try and tell you that he did this against the Astros or the Dodgers or the Jays or whatever. And a lot of guys might not swing at that. But man, that's a lot of drop. And when I talk about pitchers being efficient, I talk about being able to earn outs early in counts. That's an 0-0 pitch for a strike, followed by 0-1 ground out. Like, that adds up. If you do that for a full game, that's like a 50-pitch game, right? So that's awesome to see from Ashby. You got to love it. Well, free real estate. 84, slider for a strike, done. Sign me up. If you realize, he's essentially gotten ahead of every single batter. It was 1-2 against Bodie in the first one, but 0-1, 0-1 now. Let's see what we get now. Nope. You think it's a fastball. It's a slider for a strike, and this is for a strike. It's still in the zone. He doesn't even need a swing. But there's no way that he's thinking this. Wisdom's thinking, give me that heater. Nope. Not a chance. Destroyed. Is he even going to throw a fastball? There's a slider back foot. And now, okay, now Wisdom's like, look, you just threw 3 secondaries. Like, you got to throw me 95, right? You got to do that. And he does. 98, I'm sorry. And this is I think the biggest question I have about Ashby is that we've seen 3 sinkers so far, and none of them have actually been inside the zone. Right? We had the ground out that was down here, the first pitch of the game that was down here, that was tugged, 98 that's here, and that's there's one major concern. It's, hey, can he get his fastball for a strike? It's kind of like Patrick Sandoval in this way, as I call him, the Irish Panda, because the Pandas, as I like to also call him, doesn't have the best command with his fastball, but his slider and his changeup are that good. So this might be the closest comp I have, also from the left side, but that's crazy, 98. So now 2-2. I mean, Ashby doesn't have the command of that, so you're going to see probably a changeup or slider here. And there's a changeup that's kind of floated to the right, and there you go. That works. This was maybe the worst secondary pitch I think I saw, because this is hittable. And this is down. You might be able to get like a weaker thing, but hey, you got an out with it. Props to you, Ashby. Look at this wonderful Corella Boog. Changeup again. There it is. Free real estate. First pitch. Unbelievable. Just establishing it. And there's 97. Now, this is in the zone. This is so good. This is, again, 0-1. Another out. Well, it should be, but nope. You can't control that. That's amazing. I will take that all day. If you're Ashby, getting a grounder towards short. That 0-1 like that. Oh, beautiful. That's going to happen. Oh, look at that. Oh, my God. I mean, it just doesn't stop. Here's Ortega, right? Look at this. Look at him. Look at these jelly legs. Huh? It's free real estate. He has thrown in every single batter but the first one. It's been a first pitch, secondary pitch. And he's gotten a strike on each one of them. All of them since the first batter. And even then, it was 1-0, and he turned to it 1-0 to get the strike. They should have just done the first pitch. That's 6 for 6. Oh, so good. 5 for 5. Sorry. Amazing. So he goes back to it, and Ortega. This is one of those things that my college coach would just yell at hitters about, where they don't swing at the pitch they should swing at, and then they swing at the pitch they shouldn't swing at. So Ortega is essentially like, I just got fooled by this slider. I won't get fooled a second time. But because he's so hyper aware of that first one, he's like, oh no, you're not going to get me this time. But that doesn't realize that it's not going to go back to the plate enough, and he just swings at that stupid thing. Oh, Ortega. So there's a slider now at 2 strikes for the 3rd straight time. Ortega's like, no, I'm on this. But again, instead of here, now it's here, and somehow he didn't make that adjustment. Easy out. No problem. No problem. So what do you know? He's 6 for 6 now. There's another secondary pitch that's a changeup for a strike. And the reason he's turning back like that is because it's a changeup that's falling this way. You can't really tell from the camera angle. But there it is. 6 for 6. And yes, I'm including the first one because it was a 1-0 pitch that started with the fastball. He's like, you know what? I'm doing this wrong. There's 88. Another nice play there. And sometimes, hey, defense gives, takes it away. Could have even been a double play. But that's a changeup again. And this isn't that good of one. This is actually much more hittable than it should be. Like this is too close to the zone. I mean, here it's better. Like this one wasn't very good over here. Not the best, but he's on his front foot. He is expecting the heat and didn't get it. But it could have been a single. So here's the thing. I want to warn you guys. This all of a sudden abruptly ends, unfortunately, because of rain, which is just so frustrating. But I don't really care. We're going to keep going. 97. Like, 97 first pitch. So late on it is Vargas. But sadly, that goes right into the hole. But, I mean, this is not when I see this, I don't think to myself, this guy destroyed me. Like, look how late he is. This ball is essentially in the mitt. Like, he's so behind on it. But good job by Vargas to actually do something with it. This is a pitch right down the middle. Not a good command. You know, not in a good location whatsoever. But to see that weak of a response to it, I mean, because it's at 97, you should feel okay about it moving forward. So there's 97 now for strikes. Now he's even changing it, but he's throwing first pitch strikes. I mean, this is throw strikes. If you're a young pitcher trying to establish yourself in the majors, all you want to see is really like, can you throw your stuff for strikes? And he's doing it. Like, oh my God, 97. You can see the clouds. Yeah, that's coming. That's coming. And that's an 88 mile per hour. I don't know. I want to say it was just a bad changeup. With the movement, it makes you think it's a slider, but it's actually a little bit slower than what you normally would see. So I think it was just a really bad changeup. And I think this is the final pitch of Ashby's game. And there you go. And I think that's that cutter that I was talking about before, which I don't think he necessarily needs to do. Could have been a changeup. It's hard to see from this camera angle. Not a good one. And that's the one thing. I mean, we only got a 23 pitch sample here. Command is not amazing around the edges, but control is good. Excuse me. And the difference, if you ever hear this, the difference between control and command is control is just walk rate. Are you throwing inside of the strike zone or not? While command is actually being able to put the pitches you have in your arsenal where you want to put them. So this is good control, but not good command. And that's the biggest question I have about Ashby over a longer period of time. I look forward to seeing more. But my God, that's what you dream of. That's what you dream of watching. And especially if a guy I didn't know, to just say, okay, cool, what's this guy like? And I'm just looking around being like, why are we not freaking out about this more? I don't know what the Brewers are going to do. By the time this video comes out, maybe he's already demoted by the Brewers or announced to not be starting. I don't know. Sounds to me like he should obviously be starting and through September and everything. I'm excited about this. I can't wait to see more of him, and I hope you guys are excited too. But that's going to do it for this pitcher video breakdown of Aaron Ashby, the name you totally expected me to do today. As always, you can watch this live on Twitch, twitch.tv/pitcherlist, 9 to 11 a.m. But man, get excited about him. And as always, may your BABIPs be low and your strikeouts high.